Hi, I'm Risa from Gridley Games. Welcome. Gridley Games is a family, fun, educational board and game kit company. And I'm going to take you through our products and tell you a little bit about our stuff. Just Add Glue, Just Add Milk, and Just Add Sun are our three science and art kits referred to as STEAM. In today's market, there's a real push into that science and technology, and how do we bring art into that as well and make science really a living thing and make art viable and exciting, and both across genders for boys and girls. Just Add Glue is a study of polymers, and we teach kids how to make silly putty, slime, bouncy balls, and crystals. So here we have crystals after 8 hours. For the Christmas, we made some ornaments, which was a 24-hour. And we give the kids containers to keep their keepsakes. And in the game, we teach them even how to do their observations and encourage them to try different kinds of experiments. Just Add Milk is 6 art experiments and 6 science experiments, and the discussion is about the molecular surface tension. Some of the things that they do is watch milk dance, how to make psychedelic paper. We teach them how to make milk plastic, and a variety of other things. Just Add Sun is, of course, a study of solar energy. Lots of things to do in here, including how to make a sundial, how to understand the difference between what heat can do where it's dark and light. But what's really cool about this is not only is it a box holding a lot of stuff, it is a solar oven in itself. And we taught kids how to make crayons. These were baked in our solar ovens. How to make sun captures on a window. That was pretty cool. As well as making paintings. And you can cook your favorite nachos and your s'mores there as well. You could even make rice in it if you wanted to. But there's a lot of activities and science activities in there.
So what's in the boxes, I guess, for the milk and the glue? Is it also the same type of...
The only thing you need to do is add milk for this kit. So if you take this home, you can do everything that's in it by just adding milk.
Okay.
Same thing here. You can do everything in this kit other than adding glue.
Okay.
And just add sun. So all you have to do is add one ingredient.
Great. All right. Cool. And how much do they retail for?
$27, $15.50, and $23.
Great. And they are on sale everywhere, or?
So Just Add Milk is available in a lot of places already.
Okay.
Just Add Sun and Just Add Glue are going to be available in April.
Okay. Great. Excellent. Cool.
So Rocket Lander is our brand new game. It is a strategy game where the ultimate goal is to make the largest landing possible with your spaceships. You have a choice of 3 maps: the globe, the galaxies, and the solar system. And you pick your system, and you get 3 dice that help decide what your accesses are, or your coordinates, and you use your ships with the point value. So we have a 4 and a 3 and a 3. So I could take my ship that has a 4-point value, and then I'd have to find the 3 and the 3 coordinate and place it down. And once I start deciding where I'm going to start setting up my ship, I would start building my landing by trying to get close. But you might have somebody trying to attack you and to reduce the size of your landing. So you might, as long as you have more value, you can trump the ships above. So again, green would be trying to set up their landing. Some of them have extra point value, so doubles and triple point value by the stars, and you can create your landing. And the person who has the largest and greatest house wins. Show Me the Quan is a word game where you do not have to be a great speller to play the game, which is great because I am a crappy speller. I'm a math geek, not a science spelling geek. You only need to know the first, the second, or the last letter of a word. On your turn, you get to pick from 5 topics on a card. There's an easier and a harder side, and you get 200 topics in the game, so you'll never get bored. For argument's sake, we're going to use vegetables. and we're going to say it lands on 1. Everybody plays at the same time, so it's a party word game. Everybody plays at the same time. And Zakil, you're going to help me. We're going to play at the same time against the clock. Anything to do with vegetables, the first letter. You're not spelling it. We're just picking it. Like asparagus, a turnip.
Tomato.
Exactly. Not a lemon, because that's a fruit. Iceberg lettuce. You can stretch it a little bit. You might say a steak tomato. Beef steak.
It's like lettuce.
Lettuce. And when the clock is out, you collect your points. First person to 25 wins. But if we were doing the exact same round and it landed on the last, for tomato, you could look. You wouldn't be looking for the T, or at least in Canada, you'd be looking for an E, right? Or asparagus, I'd be looking for the S, not the A, right? And if it landed on the 2, we'd be looking for an S for asparagus, right? So it'd be the second position. So you're not spelling the whole word. I had a little nervous about asparagus if I was spelling it right, but you're getting you just have to know the placement. So it engages all ages. It's fast, it's fun, and that's Show Me the Clock. Oversight is our abstract strategy game. The goal is to get 4 in a row. This game was actually selected by Parents Magazine in January for, they were looking at games that take traditional games and take it up a notch. So I guess this was a comparable to 4 in a row or Connect 4. But our game is different because the game is dynamic. The board is dynamic. You have rows and columns that move and rows and columns that are stationary. So ultimately what you're trying to do is on your turn is either place or shift. Well, here we already have it set up that someone wins, so I'm going to just take that away. But on your turn, you would either place a piece. So I would block blue like that, and green might try to block red like that. But they could still win. So a better move for green would have been to shift red and make sure that they can't have 4 in a row. Sorry. 5 Stones is an ancient game, and I played it a lot as a kid, and I'm not ancient, but it comes in a different varieties. But in this one's nice because it comes in a resealable pack, and kids can throw it in their backpack. But it's a hand-eye coordination game, and these are nice, made from nice hematite, non-magnetized stones. And ultimately, it's a hand-eye coordination game, which I just didn't do very well. There you go. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, and then you go to the next level. So there's 5 steps in each level, and there's multiple levels.
Did you use the levels here? Or no? The bridge or the...
Right, these are some of the levels
Okay,
we have.
all right.
Rainbow,
Are the levels all detailed out, I guess, in the instructions?
in the instructions. Everything's in the instructions. Rainbow and Storm is make your own board game kit, but it's not just make a bunch of stickers. It's also where the kids can keep on being creative, and they can erase their chance cards and create new rules. And kids love having the opportunity to have control over what they're doing, but also it's fun to also be creative and then change it up all the time. So again, that's helping have creative thinking. Chronicles of Minds is a simple party icebreaker game. It is share a story, tell a story, or vote whether it's true or false. And it also comes in 4 languages. A lot of our games come in multiple languages. Words of the Wise is a brain teaser where you do your ABCs in different order, or in chronicle order, on different topics. So one of the topics might be cities. So it would be Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, Denver. Ultimately, the last person standing wins the points. But we also have cards to help with the play, so you can go forward and back and learn, keep the play going. And you can stage it so the point value is different, so parents can win more points or less points for younger kids. So there's different values. I'm going to explain this first. Wise Alec is our award-winning family trivia game. It's got over 1,000 questions in school curriculum in history, science, and spelling. The game has a really fun twist and is completely customizable. it has a fun twist because it's got the Wise Alec cards. Wise Alec cards have mind teasers and tongue twisters and things that promote healthy and active lifestyles. A brain teaser, name 5 famous sports personalities. One of the activities might be that you have to drop and do 10 push-ups. One of them might be that you lost 2 points because you passed gas. So there's lots of different activities. We can do a tongue twisters and a variety of things, and kids love those. The game's customizable because the questions are, every card has 2 questions, an easy and a hard, grade 1 to 4 or grade 4 to 7. And then again, it's customizable because you can play by points or by time. So if you're playing in a family, 50 points for the parents, 40 for the older kids, and 30 for the little kids, or whatever goals. Or you can set it by 20 minutes, top score wins, or if everyone's the same age, first person to 50 points. So it's very versatile. And that did so well for us that we did our expansion and travel editions. Comes in a great magnetic clasp, really nice packaging with the rules all involved. So it has the dice so that you can play the game without the board, or you can completely immerse it within the board. And it comes in 5 topics. It comes in nature, inventions, human body, civilization, and sports. And Wise Alec Jr. is our version for 4-year-olds and up. Again, taking basic skills, what they need. And that's what we have here. Again, with the magnetic clasp, with all the rules involved that you need. And you have a basic memory match game, a word counting recognition where you would play with either the yellow or green out first, and the kids learn sight words. Up to 27% of the English language now is sight words. So again, we are providing kids with sight words so they can learn how to read by just absorbing it. And then we have our charades, which also include facial recognition. So kids, unfortunately, between all the cartoons and everything, it's good for them to teach them again about facial recognition. And there's certain kids that actually need help understanding facial recognition, so those have also been used. And then you take the 3 or the 4th decks with the cards from the first 3 games, and you take your storyboard, and they either have a forest or a city, and they take the cards and they use it to create a story. So you have language development, critical thinking, and creative thinking, and language and telling the story.
So, for this game, if you wanted to buy just the expansion packs, can you? And not use so you don't need the real game.
You don't need the game for the expansion packs, or for Wise Alec Jr.
Okay. And how much do the expansion packs go for, and how much does Wise Alec go for?
This is 16. All the junior and expansions are all 16, and Wise Alec is 26.
And where can we get it?
Well, for sure you can get everything online at Amazon.
Okay.
And hopefully at all your corner stores, and if they're not at your corner stores, make sure you go in and say, where's our Grizzly games?
Cool. Is everything else available, I guess, now, or is it?
The only thing, the only thing that's not available yet is Rocket Land, and it'll be ready in April too.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.